What's going on? Welcome to Everyday's June. So guys, we are on the road to 100 subscribers, so thank you all so much for liking and subscribing. So normally you all only see the girls on the videos because they absolutely love YouTube. I honestly give them something to do versus just watching it all day. So the reason why I'm here is I'm gonna show y'all, basically y'all getting ready with me this morning before I head out to work and handle some stuff. So basically y'all just gonna see how I do my makeup. Now I've already done my eyebrows, as y'all can see, because that takes the longest from everything. So I went ahead and did that and knocked that out the way. So as you can see, they're as good as they're gonna get this morning because I'm in a rush. But if you want to see how I do my eyebrows, I'm not the best person to show you. But if you all want to see how I do it, then just leave a comment below and just let me know if you want to see it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So as y'all know, I've already done my eyebrows. So what I like to do next is this thing. Because I have dark lids, I like to bring the same concealer that I use to shape my eyebrows down to my eyelids. Okay, so I'm gonna look very pale. It's gonna make me look real pale because of course it's all one color. So I just put this on my lids, and y'all, I am gonna leave all the stuff that I'm using in the comment section and description section below, so y'all can see exactly what I'm using right now. This is LA concealer. I only use like literally drugstore stuff. The only thing that I do splurge on, y'all, is my foundation, only because when I first started out I was using like CoverGirl or whatever. And y'all, this the same. I'm just using a wedge right now just to kind of blend it. It's the same one I just used. It already has concealer on it. But yeah, so when I first started out doing my makeup, I was using CoverGirl, and and I was using like the darkest shade that they had. It was like cocoa something. I can't remember the number, but it was the darkest shade that CoverGirl had, and it was like in the cream kind of jar looking foundation. So I was using that, but I'll try to find a name and list that too, or just put like a picture somewhere. But yeah, I was using that, but over time, after using it for a couple, like a year or so, it seemed like it would make my face ashy and look white and leave like a white cast. And it took my mother-in-law to say that to me for me to realize that it actually did make my face look ashy, because she loves my makeup and when I do it or whatever. So she's like 100% honest with me, like, you know, that it was starting to look different. So I remember she said that, and it made me looking like, yeah, like before it wasn't like this, it wasn't ashy or whatever, but now it is. So I wound up switching up to Fenty. So I went from spending only like $6 for CoverGirl to spending like $30 for Fenty Beauty foundation only. And honestly, it was a big upgrade because I felt like it was made from my skin or whatever, and it doesn't leave my face ashy or white or have like a gray scale to it or whatever. Alright, so now that I done brung my stuff down, you can see it. I don't want, like, if I wanted to make it, you know, a little bit more lighter, I would add more. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more to that one because this one don't look like it needed. But just to cover up the black spots on my face. Now after I do this, and this is number 987 of the LA Girls Pro Concealer that I'm using. So 987 is the one that I use. So I use 3 different types of LA Girls Pro Concealers. My lighter shade is 987. I'm gonna use a darker shade when I do like my contour and stuff and my or whatever. So when I start getting into my contours and my highlight, you'll see those shades. But I think that one is like a 989. And basically, because this is like for beginners, like this is just gonna be a basic nude face that I use to walk out the house with. No extravagant eyeshadow, because every day I don't walk out the house with eyeshadow, like popping eyeshadow. So yeah, so this, like I said, this is a basic nude tutorial that y'all can do like within 30 minutes and get y'all tails out the house. If y'all see me chewing, I'm eating my ice, so yeah. Alright y'all, so now what I'm gonna do now is color correct. As y'all can tell, I've had acne since I was a little girl. So I've had acne since I was a little girl, so I have a lot of dark spots on my face because of my acne, because back then I was so ready to get rid of the acne that I would just like pop my bumps or whatever. Don't do it. Don't do it, y'all, because you will be left with it. So I'm currently in the market for some spot healing stuff that will actually work. So if y'all know something that works really good, please let your girl know in the comment section below so I can try it out. So alright, so I'm just gonna add my Pro Concealer CoverGirls in the orange shade, y'all. And the orange shade is, what did I say, $9.90. So the orange shade is $9.90. It look like this. Whatever, if y'all can see that, it looks backwards. Okay, so I'm just gonna add it to my black spaces. Not a lot, because you don't want it to, yeah, you don't want it to show too much, but just a little bit. And then right here, I don't know, I think I was in the sun one day, y'all, and I was smiling too hard, and now I got like this black stuff. I don't know, y'all heard believe that little stuff below the information about this black spots, because I don't know if it's because your girl getting older or whatever, but we need to get it fixed ASAP. Alright, so now that I got that on, and I do it very lightly, if you feel like it's too much, you know, just wipe it off. As y'all gonna tell watching this, I'm like a I'm not that good. I'm good with makeup, but I'm not great. This is like your everyday makeup stuff. So if y'all here for a pro tutorial, you might want to go to somebody else's, because this is just how I do it. So right now I'm using my brush. This type of brush right here is like a flat brush, and it's a foundation brush. That's what it is. So I'm just gonna use this foundation brush, and y'all have multiple brushes or whatever, and y'all gotta excuse this brush. And this is actually an e.l.f. foundation brush, which is really cheap, from Walmart. You can get it from Walmart. It probably costs $1 or $2, like literally. Hey, you might even be able to get one from Dollar General or whatever. So a lot of this stuff, like I said, the only thing I splurge on is my foundation. Everything else is cheap. I kid y'all not, everything is cheap. And if y'all see me looking like above y'all, whatever, I'm just looking in the mirror, using my mirror, because even though, you know, stuff on camera is not the same in person, whatever, so I'm just gonna do that just to get all that rubbed in and pushed into my skin. Okay. Alright, Keisha, you on the road, Keisha. And I do not have music playing in the background because I do not want to get copywritten, but when you all watch this, it will have some type of music to it. Okay, that look good. Yes, that's in. Remember, we don't want to add too much of the orange because it will show through. Alright, so now it's on to the foundation. Now, before I get into the foundation, I received this for Mother's Day, and it's the Equate Beauty Charcoal Infused Makeup Brush Total Face Kit. This is how it looks. I'm not sure where my husband and kids got it from or whatever, but I'm gonna use these today. Normally I have this set. It's like a blue set that I got from a friend when I was on for Christmas. as a Secret Santa gift a while back, and that's the set that I've been using faithfully for years now. So I'm gonna try this set out today. So I've opened it. Oh y'all, these are so pretty, and I'm pretty sure that my family probably got it from like a Walmart or something, because I think, is that where the Equate brand is sold? Y'all, these are so freaking pretty. Look at that. Look at that. That's so pretty. Look at that. It's like a crystal or whatever. Look. That's so pretty. And they feel soft too. And like all of them is like that. So now what we're gonna do is go move on to our foundation. Now, like I said, I use Fenty. I use Fenty Beauty. My color is a 450. But literally I just ran out of my 450 yesterday. So I'm gonna be heading over to Sephora today. That's one of my errands that I have to run today. But since I ran out of my 450, I'm gonna use this other shade, which is a 470. Now the reason why I had gotten the 470 is because I thought it was my skin tone. So when y'all buying Fenty, I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but I realized that it dries a little darker. So I went from a 470 to a 450, and when the 450 dried, it dried my skin tone. But this may make me look a little darker, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna do it because I like makeup, and besides, this bottle cost me $30. It's gonna get used. I'm not gonna throw it away. So yeah, so I'm just gonna use my other foundation brush, and I'm just gonna add it a little bit, and then I'm gonna switch to this type of brush because I like how these brushes just like smooth it in. So I'm just gonna add it everywhere. So basically you just paint in your face, y'all. So paint away. And I'm gonna speed this part up for y'all. And I don't add it to my eyelids, and I'm gonna show y'all why later in a little bit. And normally I only use like 3 pumps for my foundation, and y'all, it really lasts. So if y'all can splurge, I would recommend y'all to splurge or find the best fit. Like I said, I started with CoverGirl for like $6, and that's because I had to get all my supplies and stuff. I had to get my makeup brushes, I had to get my concealer, I had to get all this stuff just to get started. So I wasn't gonna be like, okay, I'm spending all this money over time on all these essentials like my brushes and my contours and my highlights, and then I can just spend $30 in Fenty Beauty. Heck no, I didn't do that. After I built up everything, I then started getting this from Fenty Beauty. So today, the only thing I need to go buy is my Fenty Beauty. You know? So yeah, so make sure y'all bring it down to your neck. Whenever I get that discoloration stuff, I'm gonna get it too for my neck because it look like I be getting sunburned and stuff. Now, I'm not doing it on my eyelids, but I did do it under my eyes, as y'all can tell. So I'm just in my mirror checking and everything, making sure it's evenly on, and it looks even to me. Now I have these beauty marks, y'all. One is right here, one is on my lip, and then there's a whole lot other So they are real, y'all. I don't add no pencils. I mean, if y'all add pencils because y'all think it's cute, then y'all do y'all. But mine is natural. It ain't coming off. It might go away because I'm putting this foundation on, but it ain't coming off. Alrighty. So after we do that, we make sure everything is blended, y'all. Make sure everything is blended. Make sure everything is blended. Make sure you don't mess up your eyebrows or whatever. Alright, everything look good to go, right? So as y'all can tell, everything is moved in. Now it comes for the other part. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, because I said everything is gonna be nude and neutral and everything like that, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use my I'm using this new palette by Nicka K NY, Nicka K NY, in the number 9, and I'm gonna use out of this, I'm just gonna take my little brush. I need to learn the names of these, y'all, but I'm using this type of brush right here. Let me slam it or let you see it. Okay, so I'm using that type of brush, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go into the creases of my I'm gonna go into the crease of my eyelids, so basically right here, and I'm gonna add this darker color right here to it, just to give it some dimension, a little bit of dimension. So I'm just gonna go in. I'm not doing it too dark because, like I said, this is just your basic look. I'm not going into like a smoky eye, but I want to make sure that I like blend it so that way it kind of have some separation there. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Remember, I'm not doing it too much. Not too much, just to add a little bit of dimension and division here and bring my color back to my face. Alright, so that's how light I do it, because like I said, it's just a new basic face. It's not anything, you know, too popish, which that would happen in this video. I'm gonna get all blend up and probably go nowhere at all, like literally nowhere. Alright, now I go back in with my concealer, and I'm almost out, but I'll keep it up. I'm ready. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in and start highlighting. So I add a little bit, and to clean it, like ladies, if y'all ever get this right here, y'all can use tape, but what I like to do is I just like to go in and just clean it up, just make a straight line with my concealer to clean it up. And it's pretty much just as effective as the other one if you do tape. Okay, so that's pretty much how I go clean it up, and it'll look better once I start blending all this in. And ladies, if y'all don't have everything that I have, some substitutions like a beauty blender, which I rarely use nowadays, but like I probably won't use it for this video, but like a beauty blender, you can substitute it for wedges, and you can get wedges from like Dollar General for like $1, and I think it's like 20 to 50. I'm not sure the exact amount coming to a pack. So yeah, 20 to 50 coming to the pack, and it's cheap and it'll get you started. Alright, so I do under my eyes, I do down my nose, go down my nose, and then I do my forehead, and I do my chin, and then I bring a little bit this way. Okay. So, and then I use the same little wedge that I use for all the rest of my concealer, and I just blend it. Now this is where if you have a beauty blender, use your beauty blender. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure that that's like that, and this is just gonna add like the dimensions back to my face. Yeah, I did not learn how to, I did not start doing this perfect overnight, like, and I still don't even feel like it's perfect, but I get a lot of compliments throughout the day, so a lot of people loving my makeup. So, hey, it's perfect to somebody. Alrighty. So now after everything is rubbed in and blended in very well. Alrighty. Okay. So everything look blended, y'all. Everything look blended. Okay. Alright, so now what I do is now I go in with my Flawless Rub Proof wear by, who is this? RK by Kiss. Let me show y'all. So this is what I use now, and I use this. It says 16-hour Flawless Rub Proof. I wouldn't give them 16 hours, to be honest. I would give it like 12 hours more so. But yeah, so I use that because it's setting powder. So I'm gonna add it to everywhere I added my everywhere I added my concealer. And this just basically keeps it from creasing, and it's basically the baking time now. Time to bake. Alright. So I dip my same wedge that I use because it's wet, and I pack it in. Now I got under eye bags. I'm not sure if y'all can really see that, but I got under eye bags. So I make sure that when I'm doing it, to get rid of it, you want to basically pack it into where your bags are, but not too much, because you want to make sure that you're getting it like it's going away when you go to wipe it off. And you want to make sure it's not going to have flashback. I haven't had any problems with flashback unless I was being lazy one day and I didn't wipe it all off. But when I sit here and I take my time and I get it all wiped off and stuff, I don't have no problems with flashback with this, y'all. So y'all just gotta make sure y'all taking your time, and especially if y'all gonna be in front of somebody's camera. Okay, now I would also add it here, even though I didn't add anything. I added there to bake too, because that's where like my foundation is, and it'll help set that foundation. And I know y'all probably thinking, well, why don't you do it right there? And that's because that's when I'm gonna go in with the contour, and then after I use that liquid, I'm gonna use the powder. So basically I'm just setting my face where my liquid was. Okay, so basically you gotta look like a plan for a second. Okay, so that's that. Alright, then we let this bake for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes or so. And y'all, the bags under this eye are actually worse than my bags under this eye. And my bags, they are hereditary. So I know y'all probably thinking, Keisha, you just need more sleep. Keisha, just get some good sleep. Keisha borderline lazy, but that's just hereditary. Alright, so now what I do is I go in with my LA color in my darker shade. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with my darker shade, and I'm gonna add it to my nose. And if you do like this, you can see where it needs to be right here on your cheekbones and stuff. So just add a little line, and y'all gonna see how dark it get in a minute when I rub it in, because it's just one small line. And now I add it right here and all throughout my hair. Okay. And add it here. Basically make like an L shape right there, y'all. Alright, and I do a little bit right here down my nose. Okay, and I do the other side. And y'all can do this in any order y'all want. I know I see a lot of people who do all their eyes first. Now when I do my eyeshadows, like when it's time to pop for the day, I do all of my eyes first, including my lashes, including my eyeliner, my mascara. I do all that first. But with this basic look, I don't. Alright, so now that I got that going, I am going to buff this thing on out. Buff this thing on out, you will. Buff this thing on out. Alrighty, so I normally use a beauty blender, but they are in the process of getting cleaned. And I can have a video for that for y'all at another time on how I clean my beauty blenders, okay? So we are gonna go in. This is a little brush that I have. I don't even know where I got it from, and just buff it out. And like I said, I'm gonna leave it in the comment section the type of brushes that I'm using, where you can find them. Y'all best bet starting off is get an elf brush from Walmart. They're $1 to $2. Don't be trying to buy no $50, $20, $100 brushes. Now if you can afford it, do you, be great. But if you can't, and you just want to get started because you want to start practicing, because we all know practice make perfect, then do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just start off not trying to break the bank, because at the end of the day, as long as you execute this well, who gonna know what type of brush you use? Who gonna know what type of foundation you use? Who gonna know what type of concealer you use or setting powder? Nobody knows. As long as you execute it well, that's all you gotta do. Just execute it well. You know, make sure you blending this stuff out. Make sure you ain't walking out the house looking like a clown. You know? Alright, now for this next step, because I don't want to get it in my highlighter, I use my finger with it, y'all. And I just use my finger. And I got a big nose. Excuse my big nose. Alright. And that's what I do. That's what I do. Now, if y'all can see right here, it kind of went into my thing. Now, to correct that, y'all, because I'm a messy person, y'all could just go back in with your other concealer and clean it up. See? No need to fear. The concealer is here. Okay. See? Just clean that thing up. Just clean that thing up. See? And go back in with your wedge or your beauty blender that you use. And kind of like that. And then go back in right where you did it if you gotta clean it up. And add some more setting powder to it. Just to make sure it sets properly. Just a little bit. You see? No need to fear, y'all. No need to fear. Y'all don't make mistakes. Y'all gonna, like, and the reason why, like, I ain't gonna show my eyebrows, because my eyebrows, to get them like this, they look a hot mess. They look a hot mess. They're not perfect. I ain't gonna sit here and act like they perfect, because they not. You know? They could look like bush wigs, and I just take my time and arch them down with the concealer. Alright, so now we got that going. What we're gonna do now is my eyeliner. And y'all, literally, this is like my 15-minute, probably not even 15 minutes, to my 10-minute go-to for like the mornings when I just want to be made up a little bit, but not too much. And y'all, if y'all like one of them people with twitchy eyes, over time, it will get better. Because I started off, I didn't like nothing in my eyes at all. And now I can just hold them still. Now the other day, a while ago, I did Naya's makeup, which is my oldest daughter that y'all always see on this channel. I did her makeup, so I'll probably be posting that video really soon. That's just some stuff that we just have. Now I don't use, I don't make mine too thick, y'all. I know like it's some ladies who like theirs really thick. I don't like mine too thick. I may do like a small wing, but I don't. So if you like a big wing, go for it, girl. You the bomb. But Keisha don't. Y'all, there is one step that I need to stop with right quick before I do like my lower eyelids. And remember when I put the liquid here and here and here, I didn't go in with my matte finishing powder, because with every liquid y'all want to add a powder to set it. So this is I'm going in with one of these. So if y'all see these in the store, I don't even know the name, y'all. It say like Ruby something on the back, and this is the shade Ebony. So RMPF16, and it looks like this, but then it has faded off. So you just want to take it, knock the excess off, and just go where you added that darker color to set it. Add a little bit more. Add that on. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we're gonna finish, and I'm gonna go in the bottom one. Now this is where y'all blinky ladies gotta keep it still, okay? Now I don't have much on this. It's not gonna be much at all. So I go in, keeping my eyes still. Oh, excuse my little face. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Okay. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's how that comes out looking. Go in with my mascara, and I'm using an e.l.f. one, y'all. It's the e.l.f. 3-in-1 mascara. Looks like that, and this is how it looks at the top, y'all. I use any mascara. This probably cost me $2, but y'all use any mascara, because honestly I've tried different ones and I don't see a difference. So if y'all see a difference, let me know. But the way my eyes set up, it don't care. And I know y'all probably wondering why I'm adding my mascara if I'm just gonna put falsies, which are, you know, like the fake eyelashes. And that's because it helps it blend it. It helps blend with my with the falsies better. And especially like if I got like makeup residue on my eyelashes, then this will help bring the color back and clean it up. And y'all remember there was a time like I didn't add mascara to my bottoms because I didn't even think I had them, to be honest, because they so light, you know. I didn't think I had them, so I never added them until one day I think some from my top got onto my bottoms. I was like, yo, that junk is cute, you know. And bam, happily ever after. I just kept doing it, you know. So far this is how we looking. All right, so now it's time to get this up off my face. So this is where I go in with this one. Brush this off. This is my new brush, so we're gonna see how this work. I don't know if I'm liking how it work. It's not coming off good enough for me. So now I'm gonna switch to my Wet n Wild. This came from Dollar Tree, y'all. $2. I kid y'all not. Wet n Wild brush. Okay. I'm gonna go in. Oh, actually, I think I got one that came that's just like this. Let me try this one. Okay, this is a good one. This is the same one. It's a contour brush out of the Nude set. And I like it because it has an angle and it gets under my eyes, y'all. It gets under my eyes. So now I'm pretty much just blending everything in. And dusting it off. Okay, so that's how we looking so far, ladies. And remember, y'all, this is only taking long because I'm talking and stuff. This is literally a basic face. Y'all can have it done. Ooh, I just got it in my eye. Y'all can literally have it done in 10 to 15 minutes. Y'all not gonna be talking to nobody, not unless you decide to do a tutorial like me. I don't know. All right, so we did all that, right? Bet. Now it's time for me to go back into my nude palette, y'all. But this time I'm gonna actually use this shade right here. It's like a lighter shade. In this palette, it doesn't have like the names, like it doesn't have specified names. It's just a light color. So I'm gonna go in with like my angle brush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit here under my eyebrows, just to make it pop a little, give it like a little halo effect. I use my finger to kind of like blend it. Yeah, see that? And y'all can use any lighter thing if y'all, any lighter shade. I just like this one. And like I said, this palette did not cost me much at all. I think this was like, I wish I still had the prices on it. I think it was $1.99. That might be a 1 or it might be a 4, but I know it ain't more than a 4 because your girl cheap. So that's that. Okay, so good. So you see that? And then I just want to add a little bit right here. Cool. Alright, now it's time to add the falsies. I'm gonna do this off camera and then I'll be back because I need to concentrate and I need to get all up in this mirror that's like behind y'all. So I'll be right back. Alright, yeah, so I'm back after putting on my eyelashes or whatever, my falsies, whatever y'all want to call it. Now I wish I was here because y'all, I just spilled like a whole bunch of my eyelash glue. Now what I'm gonna do, my last 2 steps is just to add my highlighter. And I'm sitting at my vanity, y'all. And my vanity, I think I only bought for like $100, and it does the job. Alright, so now I'm just gonna add my highlighter. This is Ruby Kisses All Over Glow. Yeah, so, and it's in Golden Glow. Okay, so I'm gonna take my fan brush, which is a Cala, I believe it's pronounced C-A-L-A brush, and it's a fan brush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit and dust it off, and then I'm just gonna add it right here. Just a little glow, not too much glow. Yeah, add as much glow as you feel like you need for the day. Okay, I add it there. Rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. Add it here. Make sure y'all rubbing it in and y'all not walking out that house looking like Rudolph. Okay, and that's the glow, baby. Okay. All right. Now your girl need to go do something with her hair, and when I'm done, I'll be back. Alright ladies, so I'm back, and this is your final look. Now I did decide to go ahead, you have to excuse my natural hair because it just curls up how it wants to and does whatever it wants to. So probably tomorrow I'm gonna put on somebody wig, get a wig to put on, but this is the final look. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. I did decide to go with color on my lips just because of the color of my shirt, and this is like an orange and matte type lip gloss. So yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is the final look. Alright, and like I said, it's just basic. It's so basic that you all can do it. You can choose not to do like the little in your creases or whatever, and just keep it all nude if you want, if that's what works best for you. But this is my look, and I got to go because I gotta run those errands. So I will see y'all next time, and I hope y'all enjoyed it.